So with the first scramble here, I see a pretty nice solution for blue. I can insert this into here, and we have a free pair over there. We have also a cross piece here, and the last cross piece is over here. So it's a pretty nice solution. I think I'm gonna go for blue, yes. So I'm gonna start from this position, do an F2, solve that. Then I have this cross piece and that free pair, so I'm gonna take that out with just a sexy, do a D prime L D. Then I have this pair to solve, like that. Then I have these two, this corner and this edge, which I can just solve here and insert into the back, like that. Then I see this pair over here, which isn't the best, and I don't like doing this pair up method very well. I don't like it too much, so instead of that, I'm gonna do a rotation and pair it up like this, and just insert it into the back. And at last, I have this pair, this one over here. So I'm just gonna do that, and here I'm gonna do this. Well, an algorithm that I kind of made up myself. I didn't learn it off a website or anything. I just kind of taught myself how to make a cross on top while inserting the last pair. So I'm just gonna do that with a cross, and this is pretty useful because I'm learning ZBL at the moment, and also just OLLs with the cross on top are usually a lot better than the other ones. So I'm just gonna do that, and I'm finished up with an A-perm with no IUF. Okay, the second scramble, I already see that white has this cross piece and corner together, and this free pair. But I also notice this over here, which I can just kind of do a variation of a sledgehammer, so I can solve a little block here, and then I can just insert this edge into here. So what I'm going to do is do this, solving that kind of block, which also solves a corner over here. Then I'm just going to go like this, move the pair away and do an F. So we have that solved. I'm going to take the pair out, and I saw this edge over here, so I would normally try to solve the corner, but in this case I don't really think it's worth it. I mean, in a normal solve I probably would do it, so I guess I'll do it anyway. So I just do this. No wait, I'm not sure. I don't think I would actually do this in a solve, because it would break up this pair and that's not really good. So instead of that, I'm just going to do a D2, so solve that block on the side, do a UF, then insert this pair into the back, like that. Then I have this 3 mover, and this pair over here, so I'm going to do a wide D prime, 3 mover, another wide D prime, pair that, and, well, I know that I said that I do cross on top usually, while inserting the last pair, but I just don't think it's worth it, because this is in a very good case, and it's in the back left, which is probably the worst spot to insert a pair at the end if you're trying to use this method. So I'm just going to insert it, get a normal OLL, and then just a T-perm with a UAUF. This combo, I already see, looking at it straight away, yellow has a really easy solution. So without looking at anything else, I already know that I'm going to do yellow, because of these two, and this can go in here while inserting that, and I'll preserve this pair, and I can just solve that. I can do a D2, solve this pair, and then solve that at the end while preserving this. While hiding, not preserving. So I'm gonna do that. So solve that into here, like this. So I have 3 cross edges solved. I'm gonna move that away. D2 to solve those. Then I'm gonna insert. Well, no, it's not really worth doing an F prime at the start, so I'm just gonna do a U and then an F. And like I said, I'm gonna hide this pair while inserting the last cross piece, like that. Then I have this pair over there, and this pair, but I think I'm gonna go for this one. So I'm just gonna do that. Then I see these two pairs, so this one and this one, but I see that this pair is pretty much paired up. So I'm just going to insert at the back. And then this pair, so I'm going to move it away, do an F, U, F prime, and then just sledge because I see a dot at the top and I don't want a dot case. So then I have this OL, so I'm just going to solve that. And a pretty fast U prime, which wasn't that fast, but that's fine. This scramble, I see something pretty nice for green. I see this cross edge already on the green layer, and this being able to, this pretty much one move away from being solved, and this one on the opposite cross piece from where it needs to go. So what I'm gonna do is just do a D prime to align this to the yellow, then solve that over here. And then I have this one which I can solve like that, and then this here, so I just have a cross solved. All I need to do is a D2, and I see this edge and this corner, which I can easily just solve into there, which will make an X cross. I see this pair next up, so I'm just gonna pair that up nicely, solve it into the back. And I see this pair over here, which I'm just gonna solve like this, and like that. And the last pair is this and that, so I'm gonna do a wide move, do this, and I'm not sure if this is worth solving across on top because I'm learning ZBL. I'm kind of trying to get myself used to it. So I'm gonna do that. Solve the cross, OL, and an EPROM, which is my least favorite PLL. This is the last scramble I'm gonna do. I already see that I can make an X cross on yellow, so I'm gonna go with yellow straight away. So I'm just gonna do an F. Then I'm gonna turn this, do a U2, and solve that into an X cross, and I see that as well. So before actually doing the sledgehammer, I'm just gonna solve this, and then do a sledgehammer. And in inspection, I saw these two, and I knew where they're gonna face, what they're gonna face. So I'm just gonna solve that. So I have an X cross in here. Then I see this pair and that pair, but this pair's a lot better. So I'm just gonna separate them and pair them up. Do a sledgehammer, and then I already see those two. I know that these two are here, but in a solve I'll probably notice these two first. So I don't think that I'll do a U2 and then rotate, because that's not really what I do now. I just do probably a U and a wide move, then pair them up, insert. Then I have these two, this last pair, to which I'm also not going to rotate because it's not necessary. So I can just solve that, insert into the back. Easy OL and a JB.